boutique investment banker that represents a potential acquisition candidate from the southeastern United States that had put together a investment package, not bad, not a Goldman Sachs package, but pretty good. And the investment banker had a pretty good knowledge of, although he hesitated a couple of times, but had a pretty good knowledge base of the asset, how it produced income, etc. Normally, you won't get those kind of, in my experience, that high quality of answer from the guys, the brokers. But this seems to be at the better end of the investment boutique end of, and he clearly represents the seller. So there's no mix-ups. And we asked him at the end that would he consider, I mentioned a tax-efficient purchase, and asked him if he was current in his taxes, and the answers were that he didn't really know about the tax efficiency, but the guy was current in his taxes. And then when we asked about if he would hold back paper to make it, he says he didn't really know because he hadn't discussed it with the seller, which is probably the truth. But I mean, it's that simple. Again, it's not rocket science. And of course, Rox has already had conversations with him and gone over a lot of different materials. And a couple of you had other questions based on the numbers, and he seemed to handle those questions, although he wanted some more information on a question that Vincent asked. But guys, again, it's easy peasy, as my kids used to say when they were little. I mean, it just, and we could do this from now till Christmas. That may be a slight exaggeration, but not, and I mean, we're going to get the same type. Oh, okay. The same type of answer. And most people, not just the people in this room, but the people on YouTube and the people that have attended the regular seminar, manufacture, fear is false expectations appearing real. And absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. Now, these aren't setups. These aren't, we're going to have a call here with for Kira and but I always anticipate success on the calls, me personally. Always. I'm not 10% prepared as I'm sure you guys are. I'm not not 10%. I'm not 1% as prepared as you guys prepare. And that's the point. You spend all your fucking time preparing. And now maybe you can just get a flavor why I've done so many fucking deals. And I don't actually think I've done so many. When you divide 1,000 by 46 years, it ain't so much. It really isn't. But 1,000 sounds a big number to everybody else. But it really isn't. And I'm not the only one. Maybe I am. Maybe nobody else has been involved in as many deals as I. I doubt that. I cannot believe that there's not 1,000 guys out there that have been involved in 10,000. I may be wrong. I don't know. It's not something that you put up on the internet. And how many of you have done more deals than this? But I can look up there and let's see, 300. There's 3 guys up there that cumulatively have done 1,000. Cumulatively. 3, maybe 3.5. So, I mean, there are guys that have done 200, 300, 400, deals. There are. They're around. And so, but it all starts with the first one. And it's, so what are we going to tell this guy, Kira?
I have prepared a list of questions that
I'm not going to ask those. I'm not interested in those questions.
we're going to tell him. He already have looked at a job ad on the that's public on the major senior housing website where everyone goes to look for new opportunities. So he knows that we're doing a roll-up. We're focusing on the retirement community industry, and we're looking for a innovative individual with on-the-ground
who?
operation.
Say that again. Innovative what?
Innovative individual.
Innovative individual? What does that mean?
Individual.
Individual. Oh, okay. Okay. Innovative.
English is not a first language.
Okay, I understand. But now I know Russian is, so I mean, okay, go ahead.
And we are looking for creative solutions, someone with on-the-ground operations experience that can help us.
So far, the only thing you said is worth a shit is on-the-ground operating experience. All the rest is bullshit, rhetoric, hyperbola, cliche. So I just want to know what's your I know, have you talked to this guy?
No.
Okay, and so what have you sent him and why does he think we're talking at 5 o'clock?
I have sent him our overview, which I have included in the job ad. And I think he is a VP level executive. And
so you don't know where he's who he's with?
I know who he's with.
Who he's with?
Resume.
Let me see.
He's with one of the 5th largest senior housing company in the United States.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So he was CEO once. Tennessee, another Southern boy. So he looks, he's relative, so he's in his mid-40s, more or less, early to mid-40s. Southern boy, another Southern boy. Okay. Signal Mountain, Tennessee. Good old boy. Okay. Let's rock and roll. That was about 30 seconds of research. 26 seconds more than I need.